I have a copy of Audacity opened, and you can see it on my screen here. And today we're going to talk about using Audacity for tempo change, that is to slow down a song or an audio file and to speed it up. A lot of people use Audacity for a lot of different reasons, and it is a fairly decent audio editor, but people also use it and build into it are the abilities to change pitch and tempo. There's some problems with doing that in Audacity because of the technology that it employs and the fact that as you do it you introduce audio artifacts, i.e. distortion. Let's take a quick look. First of all, I have this song open. It is an organ song, and we're going to listen to this 15-second segment of it here at the normal tempo without changing the speed of the song at all. So let's listen. Okay, you've heard 10 seconds of it. You can hear that it sounds nice, as it should. It's unmodified. The wave file has not been changed, and therefore it should play back well, and it does. Now let's go ahead and let's apply a change, and we're going to change the tempo, and we're going to change it, let's say, by 4%, and I've got that set up here, so a tiny amount. So let's say you want to change the tempo slightly because you want to re-record this or export it and save those changes so you can use this file in some type of a performance setting. So you're not talking about a huge tempo change here, a relatively modest tempo change. Let's apply it. Now first of all, this little screen that flashed is something I want to just mention to you, and that is that you can't change tempo on the fly or real time with this. You've got to essentially stop what you're doing, define the area that you want to change, and then apply the change, and then once you've applied the change, then go back and play it and listen to it. And the ability to do it real time, so you can click around and basically change it from 50 to 40 to 30 to 90 to whatever you want real time, is very valuable. And you're going to see another program we're going to show you in just a minute that is able to do that. So that's one thing that's somewhat problematic. But more problematic is the fact that here, with just a 4% change in tempo, let's go ahead and listen. But listen for the flutter. Again, we change this only by 4%, but there's a flutter or a wobble introduced already after 4%. So let me play it again and listen for that. Now, to be fair, I should point out that on some songs you can do a 4% change and you may not hear any distortion. But the point is that on some songs that you do, and clearly on any song, as you change the tempo more drastically, you introduce an increasing amount of distortion to the point that it becomes something that you can't really use because you can't hear what's being played because of all the distortion. With that as a brief introduction to Audacity and how you can use it to slow music down or to change the tempo, we're now going to shift gears. Let me load another program in my computer, and let's take a look at that. Okay, and the program that we're going to compare Audacity to is called SongSurgeon. SongSurgeon has been around for 4 years, and the original version of SongSurgeon used the same exact sound engine that Audacity has. But when we released this newest version, version 3 of SongSurgeon, we did so with one of our primary development objectives being to replace that sound engine with something much better, and indeed that's what we have in this newest version. This new sound engine that we have gives us nearly flawless audio, even when you play it back at significantly reduced tempos or changed speeds. So let's go ahead and listen. First of all, here's the normal speed. That is the original. Let's go ahead now and let's listen to it at a reduced speed. As we listen to it at this reduced speed, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to change in real time something Audacity could not do, the tempo. And you can listen to it at these various tempos. In this case, we're going to reduce the speed. We're going to slow down the music. But you can hear it as it does this real time, and you also should listen for distortion. See if you hear any of the flutter or the wobbling that you heard when we used Audacity. Okay, as you can see, I've slowed it down to 40%, and there is no distortion at that level, no fluttering like we heard in Audacity. And again, to summarize here real quickly, the main two differences are that you don't have this distortion because we have a much better sound engine here. You can do it real time, which is very important. And the last thing, which I haven't mentioned, is depending upon what you're using Song Surgeon for, we have two different algorithms that we use for changing tempo. So if you like what you see of Song Surgeon, you might consider going to our website. I will post a link on it here momentarily, and from that link you can download a fully functional 4-hour working demo in which you can try the slow down music function or the tempo change function yourself. Thanks for your time today. Bye.